All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live with my special guest, man. This man is the future of professional wrestling. Let's welcome Zilla Fatu, man. How's it
Yo,
going,
yo,
dude?
yo, yo. Appreciate for having me, Oos.
Oh, no problem, bro. Anytime. For those followers, man, tell them where they can find your social media platform.
It's all under one name, y'all, under Zilla Fatu, Zillafatu. So make sure y'all go tap in. Even YouTube, I got everything. Make sure y'all tap in with me right now. And yeah, I'm just excited for the whole journey, Oos.
Excited for the whole journey, but hey, speaking of the beginning of your days, man, like your young days, what was it like growing up with your dad, man, Eddie Fatu, which is aka Umaga?
Uh, it was it was fun, bro. It was exciting. Obviously, like one of the schools I was going to, my dad was like the only professional wrestler, and everybody used to watch, WWE back then. So just going to school and having people know who my dad was, that was kind of an extra point for me, especially for the girls. So, but it was fun though. Outside of school, my dad, he still found time to be with his family. So I appreciate him for even doing that, because wrestlers, they travel, like they do a lot of traveling.
Yeah, they do.
They only get a certain amount of time with their family. So uh, just my dad still found time to even to chill with his family and his little boys, because there's four of us, Oos, and I'm the
Yeah,
youngest
you're
one.
the youngest one.
Yeah, I'm the youngest one, man. So
Yeah. Speaking of those penitentiaries, you were the real version of what they say the penitentiary was, right? What was it just like experiencing that time?
I went in when I was 16, and at that time, like, I'm thinking it's normal for me. I'm thinking, this is what I got to go through to overcome adversity, as far as with my life and my journey. So it was kind of hard. First 2 3 years was hard because I didn't have no plan. Uh, I really, to be honest with you, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life at that time. I didn't even know that I was going to make it out alive. So uh, just me talking to a couple of OGs in there, and them giving me game, and uh, just seeing what was going on, like really, really see what's going on in there, and seeing how the system is rigged. Like I wanted to come home, and I didn't want to be a number for the rest of my life. So obviously, I did make some changes in there, and I came up with a plan. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just executing the plan right now.
Oh yeah, we all make mistakes, man. We all learn from it, and it's always for the better future. But what made you just decide to do wrestling, man? Like what got you into it at first?
So when I was in there, like, bro, I had so many people watching wrestling. Like, you would think in prison they watching wrestling in prison, but it was just like they used to tell me, they like, because they already knew who I was related to in there.
Yeah.
And they was like, man, you need to go wrestle. I'm like, I ain't finna do no wrestling. Like, y'all tripping. But it was just one of them things. It was like, it's an option for me. So uh, I made a couple of phone calls before coming home and letting everybody know, like, what y'all think. Of me, especially my mom. I had to get approval from her first. You know, to see what was her thoughts and feelings about it. But she's very supportive, and yeah, I seen my cousins on TV while I was in prison, and I was like, man, I need to go try this out, and see how this goes. And
Oh man, I was about to ask directly about this question, man. What do you think of the bloodlines, man? It's just like it's got one of the best storylines currently, but then it's kind of like going at a
oh,
split part.
uh, what do I think of the bloodline? Man, I enjoy every second of it. I feel like what makes their story, I wouldn't say better than everybody's, but I feel like the reason why they're doing big numbers is because they have real emotion that's going into the storyline. Like, they really grew up together. They really, went through the trials and error together. So I feel like that's what makes them, or not even them, just the whole storyline more unique and more or organic than others. And obviously, it will go down as one of the best storylines of WWE history.
I think so by far. But when you look at somebody who resembles more of your father into that character, man, Solo Sokola just plays more like your dad almost, but just like I don't know. What do you think of his character, man? It just seems similar to when I see Umaga with that
Yeah,
Samoan
nah,
speak.
it's exactly like my pops. But the way I look at it is just it tells me right then and there that my dad was doing something right, when he was alive. So for them to have Solo come in there and not necessarily say portray my dad's image, but like like him, that right there should like obviously tell everybody that my dad was doing something right.
Oh
And
yeah, he paved the way for a lot of these
yeah,
wrestlers. Even when the Usos do that little butt thing where they just bump in, that is exactly what your dad did in the ring, where he would just
yeah,
crush somebody with his butt.
yeah, they just paying homage with that, But as far as Solo, uh, taking the Samoan Spike and them telling Solo to, hey, you need to be like Umaga or try to like resemble him. That's the perfect guy for it, because I don't see the Usos or Roman or anybody else like going in that direction that Solo is. So
I think Solo is going to be one of those top guys when it's all said and done. I think they're just building them up slowly. So why not
for
associate with your
sure.
family? Why not build up with your family with that stable, and then you can build up from there.
Yeah, that's why I say, like Roman said after WrestleMania in the post conference, we're only in the third ending. Oops, like we're just scraping up the surface right now. Like we're really just getting started. Like everybody think, oh, the bloodline, this gonna happen. This it's over for the bloodline. Man, we're only in the third ending. Oops. So
It's just a lot more to come. I mean, then you see some of that split, but you see the Usos, man, they're doing their thing, but it's got to be like one of those interesting storylines. But then you look at other family members like Jacob Fatu, which he's like in what is it, Major League Wrestling. I've been keeping up with a little bit of those wrestling brands.
oh yeah, Jacob, he's definitely running the independent scene right now. That's my belief. That's my opinion. Because I'm not throwing any other independent wrestler down, but as far as right now, Jacob Fatu, like that's the name right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but still, where are you currently at? You just training like where and what kind of promotion are you going to?
Who, me or Jacob?
No, you.
I'm at Reality of Wrestling at Booker T's.
Oh,
So
nice. So
yeah, that's the school slash promotion that I'm at right now. So we're just getting everything ready for July 15th, and that's gonna be Big Zilla debut, and I'm just so excited. It was like that's what I've been working on right now, just training, every week, trying to get my body right, trying to get my mind right, and yeah, I just feel bad for whoever is on the other side, well, who I'm going against.
the victims, you gotta call them the victims a little bit, man. You come for the penitentiary, they're gonna feel bad.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just like I said, but more than anything, I'm just excited. I'm excited to be out here, staying out of trouble, and I just want to see where this wrestling stuff takes me, because obviously it saved a lot of my family members in the past. So hopefully, it can save me. I just got to play my cards right and just remain humble.
Yeah, remain humble, and I think there's just more to come. I mean, you're just scratching the surface, so there's many more. I mean, how old are you?
23.
Oh, you're young, bro. You're gonna be greener in the business, dude. You're just getting some training, bro, and you're gonna be hitting, dude. Probably by the next 5 years or maybe down the road, bro. I might even say one day, hey, I interviewed this guy. This guy is the biggest star. You might even be in the next up there, bro. So
For
I
sure.
think
And
in
hey,
5 years you got potential.
see, I already like you, man. I like the way you think, man. You definitely gonna go far with that mindset.
No. Like, yeah, bro, but I'm not a prediction. I'm not a spoiler. I see this guy being a main eventer down the road, like a big time main eventer. Like when you think of the Olamati family and the Fatus, bro, they have main event material. This family is one of the best wrestling families in the business behind the hearts. There's a lot there, bro. Like you're just scratching the surface. I think you're going to be a big superstar in no time.
Nah, I appreciate that, and that just comes with the work, Oos, that I've been putting in. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought this journey was gonna be easy. Like I thought, oh, my dad's Umaga, these are my cousins. I'm related to whoever, and I get in the ring and I get it all done in one day. When it was not like that. It was way harder than what I assumed. The the ring was way much harder than last time I remember. So it was just like a shocking moment for me, but that just told me right there that if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Oh
And
no, I mean it's in your blood, it's in your DNA. I mean,
right. It's just when I first started, like my body wasn't used to all that movement because when I was locked up, there's our movements is very limited, so I couldn't move how my body. But uh, good thing was I had a football history, I had a basketball history, I had a sports history, so I was already kind of on game on the movements. I just had to stay consistent and be very conscious and aware of what I eat. So that's why I'm very serious on my body right now. Because I understand if my body's good, everything else should fall in line.
so what changed your eating routine and other stuff? Like what made you adjust to it at that point? Because certain athletes have to have a certain dieting or something.
So right now I'm focused on uh building mass. A lot of people don't know, like, when you build mass, you still gotta be conscious and aware of what you eat too, because you can't just eat anything and expect the results. But right now it's just I try to like stay away from bread. Bread. One thing I don't know if you know, Samoans, we love bread. We love bread. We love mayonnaise. Something about mayonnaise. I don't know, but yeah, that's one thing I do got to stay away from, because if not, I'll definitely come out here looking like a sumo wrestler for real.
Oh, you don't want to be that, man.
Yeah, we don't want to be that. We trying to look good. We just trying to, we trying to look like $1 billion. That's the goal.
Yeah,
So
eat all the green stuff. I mean, I guess eat all the salad, eat
exactly. Facts, vegetables, fruits, all that, man.
all that stuff, and so you're currently trained by Booker T, or were you trained by other wrestlers too?
Him and other wrestlers too. One of the big ones you probably know is Shelton Benjamin.
Oh yeah, ain't no stopping me
Yeah.
now.
Facts, and Charlie Haas. So
Ooh, Charlie Haas. Yeah, that guy's underrated. Like I liked when he was like with Shelton Benjamin, where they were part of the.
Angle?
Yeah,
Yeah, Team Angle. Yeah, that was live.
but then they became their own tag team and then split up. And then Charlie Haas did the good impersonations. I always thought the JBL one was the funniest one of them all.
Oh yeah.
Get me out! Get me out!
Yeah. And then they actually had Charlie go against Shelton one time, right?
Yeah, they've wrestled each other. Yeah, because they split. Like during that Ruthless Aggression era, they were splitting, and then they went to separate brands. And then Charlie Haas was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Then eventually they put him in the package as impersonating people at that point.
Yeah, I seen that. But yeah, those Shelton and Charlie Haas and Booker and all the other talent that's there at my school. So I really want to give a big shout out to them and the whole reality of wrestling. Ryan Davison, Josiah, the Fly Deaf, everybody there. And I apologize if I didn't get your name. It just,
there's too many people
going through my mind right now. So
yeah, it's too many people on there. I mean, they'll get it, if you just say for everybody else, Sorry if I forget, but it just means in a respectful way. But
right.
So what's your goals in the next year or two, man? What do you want to establish?
My goal within the next year is just to, establish Zilla Fatu. I feel like everybody already knows who I'm related to, so I don't have to do too much on, telling people who I am. But I do want to make my own imprint on the independent scene before I get signed to, the big league. So right now it's just focusing on, what's today and what can I accomplish for July 15th. So that's the goal. After July 15th, it's definitely up. Like it's definitely the direction is going up, and I will be taking, bookings. Not all bookings, but I will. I got to get back with the team. Got to talk with Booker and see what his thoughts and feelings is after the 15th, and we're gonna definitely go from there. But I will make a big household name and make a real big impact on the independent scene. And I also do want to bring something different, like something different to the wrestling scene, rather if it's bringing stuff that's outside the wrestling ring into the wrestling business, or just, creating something in the ring, if that makes sense. Like I just want to do something different. I want my matches to be different. I want to bring people that has nothing to do with wrestling into wrestling. Like I want to do just something different, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to become your own version.
Right. And not only that, I just want to just make the wrestling business bigger. Like
Yeah,
I
more
want to make
watchable.
people believe, you know. So
Yeah, I want to believe you're this guy that everybody either just doesn't want to fall behind or just wants to be behind. You know, if I'm gonna buy into the product, man, I got to believe it's for real, man. I can't just get
right,
all of this fake stories and these guys being something they're not. You know, but
right.
you would fit perfectly on any storyline with any part of what your character is, man.
Yeah, that's why like everybody always asks me like, do you hope one day to join the bloodline, or do you feel like you should be in the bloodline? Like to me, who's personally, it doesn't matter. But I would love to be part of the bloodline. But like I say, I'm grateful because a lot of people don't have the opportunity that I have right now. You feel me? Like a lot of people don't have the opportunity to be at reality wrestling training by Hall of Famer Booker T and other big time wrestlers. So I'm just grateful. Like I said, and I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying. Like I'm not in no rush. Like none of that. I'm just enjoying the whole journey and taking it one day at a time. You feel me? But like I say, I would love to be part of the bloodline. But if not, it's cool. I'm gonna shake back. I'm gonna figure out what I can do without them. And it's up to them. I know you're a big wrestling fan and you know the business side behind it.
Yeah.
So it's not up to me if I'm in the bloodline or not.
No, like if it's not meant to be, then you just have to be your own
And
version. Like
I'm
you
okay
just,
with that. Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, I think Bloodline storyline would probably be at its reaching point. So I think by the next year or so, you're gonna build up to your own brand. So I think by when it's all said and done, dude, the future is bright. So you got a lot of years to go, bro. And this is just the process. You're going through your second chance. You are trying to build onto a legacy. You know, your dad paved the way, but didn't your dad wanted you to do something else besides wrestling?
Yeah, he want us. He just didn't want us to do like wrestling, period. And that was one of the hardest things to go against his wishes, because he used to tell us like, I don't want y'all to do wrestling. Y'all need to go do something, better than that. Which it makes sense because all dads and all fathers want their kids to be better than them. So that was all what he wanted. But uh, like I said in my video on my YouTube channel, like right now it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense for me to do it right now, and it just circumstances that I'm in right now, and man, it just makes sense. And like I said, I'm excited. I was even more excited from the feedback that I got after me and Kevin told the world that I was gonna wrestle. So I was just excited from the love and the support that I got from my dad's fans, and I didn't even know that. I mean, I knew my dad made a big impact on the wrestling world, but after we told the world that I was gonna wrestle, like Umaga's son that was wrestle, bro, I got so much love and so much feedback. It was just crazy, and it was just like, wow, like damn, this my dad still got the love, from the fans, and that just even made my choice of doing wrestling much easier.
Oh, yeah, your dad made a strong impact. The influence still goes on. I mean, just like a lot of the homage towards him, you see the splash, you see the way he does the butt hit, and then he does the Samoan spike. That's still mentioned. They still honor the guy. So it's like
Right.
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, as far as his accomplished titles, man, the guy won the IC title. The guy has done it all. He was a dominant heel. I mean, there's not many of those guys, but now they're trying to make another one. So that's got to have a lot to do with the way he impacted the business.
Yeah. And he did main event WrestleMania with Donald Trump.
Oh yeah. I remember. I remember that
Like,
one
can't
because
forget about that one, man. That was what was a hair loss? What was a hair versus hair?
hair
Right?
loss and Vince McMahon got shaved bald, bro. That was crazy, bro. But Trump
Yeah,
picked Bobby Lashley, and unfortunately, your dad lost that match. But
yeah,
it was something to watch, right?
yeah. It was good. Like it didn't even matter if he did lose. It was just a great match all the way around. Even though I feel like Donald Trump could have did a little better, but it was cool. It was cool, man.
I mean, imagine if Trump did lose that match and your dad won. I think Trump would have already got a wig by then. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You know, he can buy like at least 100 wigs after that, or he can just go get surgery. You know, all
Yeah.
that money, he can do anything.
Yeah. You know, like the best part about how your dad impacted the business was he just played the role just perfectly. You know, like when I watched the beginning of his career, man, like from matches alone, bro, he came in with Rosie, I guess you can say the other group, and then they would get a lot of heat for attacking senior citizens and a bunch of lesbians, bro. That was just weird. Like the way how he built himself, he built his own, and then eventually he became his own monster heel. You know, that's where Amado Estrada became. You know, that was an interesting like turn of event. He eventually became this wild monster heel. And what was your thought of his character after he just went on his own?
So I remember that day too. Like it was yesterday. I remember seeing him come on and seeing him with the face paint and hair wild, and I was like, man, he got me scared. I'm like, who? I told Mama, I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that is. She was like, that's your dad. He was like, that's your dad. I'm like, look. I'm like, wow, I ain't never seen him like that. I ain't never seen him so aggressive. I mean, I seen him like aggressive in the ring, but not like this character, you know? And shit, I thought for once, I was like, man, he got tattoos on his face. And then my mom, she was like, nah, that's paint. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
But makes it seem like it.
Yeah, I was like, just to see his character, it wowed me because I'd never seen like that exact side of him. And to see him come out in a different character, and then especially like the tights, because when 3 Minute Warning, he was just wearing streetwear stuff, like
streetwear stuff, like a bunch of street thugs.
Yeah, just like random, you know, streetwear, you know, going to the gas station type clothes or going out clothes. But just see him in the tights and see him his feet taped up and his thumb taped up, it was like different, you know.
Yeah.
He just made me believe too. You know, I automatically just became, you know, a fan, even though I was his son. But he made me believe, you know.
Yeah, he was a believable heel. Like, who would want to like somebody who attacks an old man like Ric Flair and just demolishes them, and then goes after senior citizens and a lot of other people? That's what you build a heel for.
Yeah. Not only that. He was only Umaga for not that long. It was like, imagine if he had an extra 3 to 4 years to that. Like, I feel like it would have been bigger. But you know, it's all right because I'm here and I'm here to finish that.
You're here to finish what he started. But yeah, if there was more of that Umaga, I think he would have had at least a world title run at that point.
Oh, for real.
He was already getting over.
Yeah, maybe not as long as Roman, but
he would have got something there. Maybe the ECW. Yeah, maybe the ECW title, maybe the World Heavyweight Championship or something, but he was already winning over by then.
Yeah. Then he did win the ITC, not ITC. What we just named it?
Intercontinental title.
Okay, yeah. He won that. And then not only that, he had a good run. Like when he had that belt, he had a good run with Jeff Hardy. He had a good run with CM Punk. He had a good run with John Cena. Even Santino Marella.
Santino was just such a dude. Like he had let's be fair, man. Your dad didn't lose that match. It was because of Bobby Lashley. Yeah. Let's clear that air.
Oh yeah. Bobby Lashley too, but yeah, my dad had a good run with everybody, really. But
yeah,
like everybody who I ran into that worked with my dad, bro, like they said he was he was cool to work with. Like they never had no problems with him or none of that. So just getting that feedback from, you know, other wrestlers, it was good. It was good to be part of. Now, don't get me wrong, my dad was not perfect in the wrestling, you know, business. You know, there was hiccups within his career, but you know, we all humans at the end of the day. And like I said, I'm here to finish that, you know, the right way.
Yeah,
positive way. You feel me?
This is just the beginning, man. You're gonna start reaching that surface when it's all said and done. But here's for the audience, man. Samoan spike that like, man, because if y'all don't like this channel, we're going to Samoan spike y'all. That's a way to do the
right business. Now, y'all. Right now.
Yeah. But for anybody else, man, you can leave any questions for Zilla, bro. He'll be happy to answer. But hey, I'm telling you, man, this guy is 23. He's got many more years to come, bro. So this is the future. This is not now. This is the future. This kid is gonna get trained. July 15th, this guy is going to make his official debut in a with Booker T's wrestling promotion. So you guys gotta tune in for that match.
It's going down, y'all. Y'all better pull up. If y'all in Houston, pull up.
Pull up. Oh, where did you get the name Zilla? It sounds cool and dominant. It reminds me of Godzilla.
I actually got so at first my nickname. It was Godzilla at first because when I was locked up, I was like eating everything, like eating everything. Like I was damn near almost 300 pounds when I was in there. And I just remember one of my cellmates, he just called me Godzilla. And I'm like, bro, why you don't call me that, bro? He was like, bro, that's a perfect name for you because you eat everything and you mow everything down. And so from there, he just kept on calling me that. And then, the whole day room called me that. And then it just got stuck with Zilla. Like, I don't know how they went from Godzilla and we just landed with Zilla. And ever since then, I've been riding it with Zilla though. So now you got the whole prison, even the guards in there calling me Zilla. So I just stuck with it, and then, I came home and reestablished myself into a brand, and I just stuck with Zilla Fatu.
Oh yeah, dude. So now I see because the nickname that you got in prison, it kind of goes with it. And then you said you eat a lot, so maybe you just eat the competition, you dominate them.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get with you after the interview. That's why I knew there was something about you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dude, I can give you a promo just straight up. I can say my client Zilla, he will not just dominate the competition, he will crush you, put you in your place. That's the way it is.
Hey, we might have to copyright that, man. We don't want nobody still. Hey, those of y'all watching, y'all better not steal this, man.
He's gonna Samoan spike you guys,
better
man.
Not steal this.
Hey, you know what? Since I'm gonna be like this, man, my client Zilla will look for you. So don't copy this.
Better not.
What is your dream match? Oh, I like this question. What is your dream match? You can, let's say you already over established and there's a chance you can go for any other wrestler in the match.
I actually have two. Number one, man, I gotta call you out, Oos. I love you. I know we family, but hey, I want to see it and people want to see it. But like you said, eventually when I get my household name and I'm bigger, as far as my platform, my brand, I do want to wrestle The Rock, Goose.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Why not make a big? Why not make? You know what? My client wants to be the great one, so why not go after the people's champion?
Exact. Man, see, that's why. Hey, I knew there was something about you, man. But yeah, like I said, it would definitely be The Rock. Now, as far as what kind of match it would be, I don't know, but it would definitely be a great match. It would be fun. And then my other one would be it would have to be Solo.
Oh yeah, the battle of who wants to take your dad's character, man. Come on. Who owns that Samoan spike?
Nah, it wouldn't be that. Yeah, nah. It would. I'm sure people would think about it like that, but nah, it wouldn't be nothing like that. It would just be a fun match. It was like for him, playing a role that, as far as my dad, like that would definitely be a match to market. It would definitely be a match to see, and I'm sure everybody would like one of your thoughts. You just said fighting over the character. Like there's so many ways. There's so many ways and avenues that we can go about this match. And,
yeah, dude. I can give you the promo of you and Solo. I can say, Solo, you are impersonating Zilla. This is his mark. You took it from his dad. Now you're gonna pay for it.
Nah, I can't do that. But for sure, it would be a hell of a match to be part of. And yeah, I would love to wrestle him because, growing up, we always used to wrestle, right? If it's in the pool, the living room, in his room, my room, or in the backyard, front yard, or in the mall or at the Waffle House. We was always wrestling. So just to be on a bigger platform and where everybody could see us, like that would be even live. That would even be more spontaneous to watch. So definitely it'll be against Solo.
Oh yeah, in the future, maybe in the future, I'm not a predictor, but I think in the near future, you and Solo are going to be tag team champions. I think the both of you guys are going to be the most dominant tag team in the business.
It's possible. It's possible. If we come together and be a tag team, everything got to make sense. Right now, unfortunately, we just at two different.
Two different levels, but I mean, like in the near
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, future for sure. Like I would be down to do that too, but like I said, down the line, everything got to make sense.
Got to build up slowly.
Yeah,
but
it got to make sense.
Got to make sense, and plus you're getting trained. So, I guess if you wanted to pick up the psychology level, man, I think MVP comes around too, right?
Oh yeah, he pops up. Yeah, he pops up.
I think he would be somebody you can pick the knowledge for. You can even dress up like the way he dresses up, but come up as your own, bro. You can go with the Ballin brand, become your own version, or just be the traditional. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can play. Charlie Haas, for example, he's a good amateur wrestler. Shelton Benjamin, one of the most accomplished wrestlers in the business, but could have won the big one, but he should have got
opportunity. He's still going, those.
He's still going at a high level, but he should have got a
He still looks great. He's still performing like he just started yesterday. So
yeah, he looks ageless.
The Shelton, man. Hey, his nickname for the family is Black Oos.
Oh, okay.
Black Oos, man. So whenever y'all hear me say Black Oos, that's who I'm referring to.
So, like, yeah, that's good to surround yourself around these wrestlers. But have they give you any other knowledge of the business, what you can do to get better?
I mean, the best knowledge is repetitions. Just me staying consistent. Because if I want to get better at something, I obviously got to continue to do it. I got to practice. I got to go train every single week. And the game, especially with Shelton, I love his craft. I love the way that he just moves, inside the ring and outside the ring. And he plays that longevity game. Obviously, like we said, he's been doing it for a long time and he's still doing it. I want to be that person that's still doing it to this day, that still look good, feel good, and feels young and still be able to go perform out there whenever they need me. So that's the game. That's what I've been seeing, that Shelton, his approach to the game. And that's one thing that I do want to work on, my longevity. Like I want to think longevity. And I feel like everybody should think that. Even with you, with this podcast and this interview, like we should always think, how could we capitalize longevity and how could we, come up with different ideas to make sure that we're good down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got to build the plan. Got to have a game plan for that. So it's like,
right.
I do like how you think, man, because Shelton Benjamin, I don't think he had a lot of injuries. I think he was at least more healthier, more wiser. Yes. Should have got more pushes for he should have got a world title push. He was at least getting over.
Not a world title, but he was intercontinental for
U.S. title too.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah, like I liked his run on Raw where he actually was on a winning streak, beating Triple H not once but twice, but beat a lot of those Evolution members. And that guy, he was already getting over, but then they just buried him at that point. So it's like he could have had a title push for the world title, but it never happened.
Right.
I mean, you can see.
I feel like with his career, he already came under a shadow because he had Kurt Angle as the main one. Then you had Charlie Haas. So I feel like with his career, it's kind of hard for him to go over the step and tell the company or tell Vince to, hey, make me the guy. So I feel like it was kind of hard because you already had, Kurt Angle, you being in his shadow. And there was just so much going, at that time. So when it was the right time, they gave him his shine. And that's when they gave him the Intercontinental Champion. And he did. He was the champion for a while, and he had a great run. Remember when he came out with his mom? That's what I thought was so live. That was so live, bro. He came out with his mom. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't, but
No,
it
but
was
it
just
was a good
live.
storyline. It was a really good
Yes, good,
storyline. But
great storyline. So
the
shout out to the
one
show.
the one I liked the most is when he was the gold standard, where he just had all the blonde hair. He kind of had that Dennis Rodman look and just
Right, right.
came a little cocky, but then he was like he had a US title run that was pretty good. The Intercontinental title, that's where he got most of his best runs at. And then like like you said about the storyline with his mother involved, that's what got him over at
Yeah,
that point.
right.
I mean, Shelton was perfect for any other role. Like he could even play the
He's
bad
reliable.
wrestler. Yeah, a lot of
He's
different roles. He
reliable.
can be a cocky heel. He can be a humble face. One or the other.
Yeah, and that's like one of the things that I want to incorporate too. Like just being reliable. Like I understand when I go in there, they're not gonna make me the main face of the company. Like it takes steps, but at the same
Takes time.
time, I do want to be reliable.
Yeah, it takes time. I mean, you still got a lot of years, and you want to at least establish that longevity. So you're in the right direction. I mean, most wrestlers they start at maybe around their 20s or maybe barely at their teens, but they're trained. So you're in the right path. I mean, you're still learning, and I'm pretty sure when the journey comes in, bro, it's gonna be like one day I'm gonna be like, I knew there was something about this guy. I just knew it. Like knew something. It's just there's something there. When I look at when I look directly of what you are, I look at a main event just in the long haul. Long haul, I see you as that heel, that main event heel that everybody's gonna fall behind, but actually want to hate a little bit in a good way.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Bruce. Like that means a lot for real. Just especially coming from somebody that's already been watching the wrestling business for a while. So I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people. There's just a lot of the memories of what your dad left in the business, but hey, he left behind a son that's gonna finish the business right there, bro. So you're gonna get a lot of those opportunities when it's all said and done. Whether it's WWE down the road, whether it's TNA, whether it's AEW, whether it's Major League Wrestling, it don't matter. This guy's gonna look to capitalize.
Appreciate that for real. I definitely will make an impact regardless of where I go.
Ooh, here's a good story here's a good question. So CG asked him if he's got any Booker T stories. Oh, I like to see those stories.
Nah, not really, y'all. Like as far as growing up, like I was so young when I seen Booker because like I said, Booker, he's been a friend of our whole family for a long time. So growing up, I didn't really, I can't remember anything, but like right now, when I came home, nah, like I really don't have no story. It was just all business. When I came home and I told him, matter of fact, I called him and told him, hey, let's run it. Let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. It was all business. So I apologize, y'all. I don't have no story, but I'm sure there will be stories whenever I do get signed to NXT or whatever. Like there will be stories. He's already down there at NXT, making his imprint on that. So there will be, what I'm saying, future stories with him. But right now, y'all don't. Like, I really don't.
Yeah. And the best way to get into NXT in the near future is somebody like Booker T, who's already given the business an insight and say, hey, this guy's going to be the real deal. Yeah. You might need to sign him, just train him a little bit. And this guy's green. Booker T might be one of your best recommendation for maybe a chance down the road to go to NXT.
Oh, he definitely is. He definitely plays a role on that. You feel me? Not just with me, with anybody at his school. And he definitely does have a impact on NXT, on getting people the right, spotlight.
Yeah, and whether it doesn't pan out or not, there's going to be other wrestling promotions that look at you as greeners. So you're just going to reach the surface. But as far as all that, I agree with YTC. They did Booker T dirty in 2003 with Triple H storyline. They should have at least got him to win that title.
I didn't watch that one.
Oh, that was one of the worst matches when it came down. It was a good build-up, but what was the point of it was just a pointless.
Right.
Ooh, I like this question. I guess as far as wrestling, who is on Zilla's Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore, how many that is? Like 4 or 5?
I guess 5 wrestlers that you
All
have.
right, I give y'all 5 right now. Or just all time, or just right now?
I guess all time.
Let's do all time. I got Stone Cold
Oh,
up
I like
there.
that one.
I have Rock up there. I have Undertaker up there. That's 3, right?
That's 3.
Uh, that's a bad 3 too, right there.
Yeah, those are legit. Yeah. I can't disagree
Yeah.
with that.
Um, I got Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, you gotta acknowledge, man. Show up and win. That's
Right,
the way the
right.
tribal chief
How
does it.
many is that? That's 4, right?
That's 4.
And I got wow.
I like your list either way, but I'm just saying that
Yeah, I got.
that
I know
last
I
one's
got
gotta
a
be
mean
good.
list. Yeah. Man, it's out of bro. So I'm just gonna tell you who it's out of. It's out of like Shawn Michaels, Triple H, John Cena, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart. Bro. Damn.
Ooh, I mean, I got a good guess who's on that Mount Rushmore. I think it's the great one, The Rock.
I already said him.
No, you didn't say. Oh, you said. I thought you said Brock.
No, I said The Rock.
Oh, The Rock. Okay.
Yeah, so I got The Rock. I have Undertaker, Roman Reigns. Who's the other dude I said?
Now you said Stone Cold, The Rock.
Oh,
Roman.
Stone Cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
got Stone Cold. I got Rock, Undertaker, and Roman Reigns. That's 4. I got one more. That's hard.
ooh, I don't know. Maybe this might be a little bit of a fetch, but what about Orton? No.
Orton's up there, like Orton, but he's not done. That's what I'm saying. Like
Well, he's not. Oh, okay. So he's not done. Ric Flair.
I don't know about it.
Okay. I guess it doesn't have to be all time right now. I guess Notorious meant current, but I guess if you want to go current, just 5.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go with Yokozuna.
Oh, Yokozuna. Yeah. He was like
That's my top 5. Yoko.
yeah, he was one of those guys that was over. Just with the natural ability. This guy was athletic for a 500-pound guy.
For sure. And you say you want me to do a Mount Rushmore for right now?
Yeah, for right now, just on your standard.
I got Roman Reigns. I have is what's the name still wrestling? John Cena, right?
No, I think he's part-time, but he doesn't come around often.
Okay, so sorry, just John Cena.
He can't see you anyway, so
yeah, no, he can't see. I definitely can't see me. But it would have to be Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins.
okay.
Wait, are we doing just WWE or what?
We can do any promotion.
Okay,
WWE
so I have Roman Reigns
and Seth.
I have Seth Rollins. I have Jacob Fatu.
Okay.
I have matter of fact, I just have the whole bloodline with Jacob Fatu.
Oh, so you got the bloodline. So man, I was gonna hope that you were gonna get MJF on that list, man. I was just getting excited about that guy.
I know who that is. I know, and I see the way he works, but I don't like really watch him like that, so I can't really just say. You know,
okay.
I'm not throwing him down or none of that, you know. But
I get it, man. So it's the bloodline, bro. So
matter of fact, it's just the bloodline with Seth Rollins. Yeah,
bloodline with Seth Rollins. So he's a bit biased. Let's be real. I just play. I just think it's cool, bro. It's all right. I'm just giving you a hard time, but yeah. Do you know? I think there's just more to what you got, man. You're just scratching the surface. But for everybody else, man, I know you got some training, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. But tell everybody where they can find your YouTube channel, bro. You got a nice channel. I checked it out.
Y'all go tap in with my YouTube channel right now. It's on the Zilla Fatu, Zilla Fatu. I just dropped a video not too long ago, so make sure y'all go watch my last video. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all have not subscribed. Make sure y'all turn the notification bell on. Make sure it's all. Make sure your notification is on at all times. That way, whenever I do drop, y'all will get the notification. Y'all go follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all under Zilla Fatu. Once again, it's Zillafatu. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. And best of luck to this guy's journey, man. So he's gonna have his first match on July 15th. So I don't know how many he's going down. So before we end the show, man, is your finishing move the Samoan spike and a splash or what?
I'll spill the beans with you. It's definitely gonna be the spike, but
Ooh,
I gotta do it differently. You know, I don't
okay.
like I said, I'm real big on doing stuff that's never been done before. It just sucks because my dad just did all the good stuff, and it would be hard for me to do it differently. But that's all. It all. It's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. Like I said, I just want to do something different. Uh, I definitely is the Samoan spike, and it's. I just feel bad, bro. I just feel bad whoever is gonna take it. I just feel bad. You have to go against Zilla Fatu.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna leave that promo for you just so in case if you want to record it on your channel. So for those opponents for Zilla, you better watch out. It's gonna be a bad day with my client Zilla.
Yeah.
He's gonna make you suffer. You're gonna regret facing Zilla.
They will. And I know they think it's going to be a payday, but it's not. You might think it's going to be a payday because you're going against Zilla, but it's not. It might be your last day.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's perfect, bro. That is exactly what you do as a monster heel, bro. That's perfect.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, bro. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, CG and Zilla is out.
Let's get it.